Well, here we are once again in beautiful Southern Oregon in late December. What we have here is a 1960 Ford Galaxie Starliner. The Starliner was only made for 2 years, 60 and 61. Really cool looking cars. Really, they really showcase kind of the fascination with jet age styling of this era. Overall, this was a pretty straight car. Not really, got some dents, but not really any rust in the body. A little bit of rust in the trunk floor, which we haven't even investigated yet. We haven't been able to get the trunk open. This car was originally what they call, it's a two-tone car. It was originally lavender orchid with a white top. This car has just incredible patina. Again, this is an Eastern Oregon desert car. Again, sitting out in that desert sun for years, the interior is just absolutely burnt in it. I'm gonna try to get you inside here. Take a look. A lot of work need to be done on this car, but floors are surprisingly in good shape. Another benefit of being in the Oregon desert. Eastern Oregon desert is very dry. It does snow quite a bit, so we do sometimes find rust issues from cars sitting in the snow. But this one is surprisingly pretty good. Does have some rust in the core support as well. You can see the brake pedal there. This was a power brake car. Still does have still actually has the booster in it. We'll get you under the hood and we'll show you that. You can see a little bit more. I don't know if it shows up good on this camera or not, but you can see a little bit more of the color that this car is supposed to be. It's kind of like say a real light lavenderish type color. Pretty unique. If we ever do paint this car, we may paint it into that original color, or just keep the patina the way it is. Definitely gonna need some glass replacement. That passenger side window is, and you can see some of the glass is starting to delaminate inside there. Door panels completely shot. You can see where the places the glass is starting to delaminate. Try to get you around this car a little bit. Got some tumbleweeds. It does tend to be pretty windy here in the high desert. So as the washboards on it. Car had real subtle flat fins on it. Let's see. Part of the trunk lock mechanism, which was in the S of Starliner, is missing. Very difficult piece to find. If anybody has one, drop us a line in the comments. We are looking for that piece. Rear bumper, pretty bent up. Probably salvageable as a core. You know, if we can't find a better one, can probably straighten it. Really interesting 1 year only rear glass on this car. Pretty big rear windshield. Like I say, they did make these cars in 61 also. Slightly different styling. Had real small kind of angular fins on it. We did previously own a 61 as well. This car here, see if we can get the door open far enough to see the Vin Tag on it, which is down there. You can see it starts with a 0. I don't know if you guys can read it, but starts with a 0. This is an X-Code car, which is a two-barrel 352. FE engine. These cars could come with a 6-cylinder, could come with a 292 Y block, could come with the 352 2-barrel. There was also a Y-code 352 4-barrel, and there was also a high-performance version of the 352, which made 360 horsepower. Had the cast iron exhaust manifold, cast iron headers actually. So here we see inside the engine compartment here, still have what we believe to be the original 352, non-air conditioning car. Inner fenders are in good shape. This is a, again, has the old Autolite 2-barrel on it. You can kind of still see that, if it, I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but you can see that original lavender orchid color. You see the factory grease pencil marks from the assembly line are still there, like we were talking about earlier. This is a power steering. You see the reservoir there. Power brake car. And one interesting thing, I've seen this on 60s and some 61s, is it has a separate vacuum canister there for the booster. These cars also would have vacuum operated windshield wipers as well. This engine was stuck when we got this car. We have been able to get it for the most part freed up. We've put some Marvel Mist Oil in the cylinders, hopefully to get it all the way freed up. Probably going to end up swapping the engine on this car for something, 428 variety, but most likely we're going to try to get it running on this original engine first, just to see if it'll run. Just for fun. So, hood's in good shape. Just got the kind of the burnt patina on it. The fender on this car is off of a convertible. As you can tell, it has the Sunliner badging on it, which would denote the convertible. So this fender has been changed. We do have some extra body parts for this car, some extra trim pieces. The body on this car is good for the most part. The trim pieces are pretty beat up. Maybe salvageable. May be able to be fixed if we can't find some better trim pieces for it. The washboard's a little bit beat up down there. Looks like somebody was maybe starting to do some body work and gonna try to paint this car, but again, she ended up languishing in the desert for 30 years, probably somewhere close to 30 years. You see the glass is very delaminated in there. There are replacement glass available for these cars. I would rather find original glass for it that has the Fomoco stampings in the glass, as the aftermarket ones do not have that. Again, this car is overall needs complete restoration, needs everything, but it's a car that's actually worth fixing. They made between 60 and 70,000 Starliners in these years. We're going to step in behind the fence here and get you a look at the back end. Again, I haven't tried opening the trunk on this car yet. We hope to maybe find a 3x2 intake in there. Yeah, wishful thinking. This car does have the, it's got the 3-speed Cruise-O-Matic transmission, automatic car, has a 9-inch rear end, probably a 300-to-1 ratio. Again, as far as the body goes, not much as far as major damage. See a couple little dings there on the wing, on that fin. Of course, Ford tried to subdue the fins a little bit on this car. They did not copy the styling of the Impala, which had much more audacious fins on it. So again, 1960 Ford Galaxie Starliner. Hope to start working on this car soon. We'll have some more. We'll keep posting videos with progress on this car, on what we're going to do with it. Thinking probably the plan as of now is kind of a take on a NASCAR clone from that era. These cars were pretty popular in NASCAR, the 60 and 61 Starliners with their swept roofs. These are just interesting cars in history. They were kind of at a time when styling was changing from the kind of big excess chrome cars of the late 50s into the early 60s, sleeker, cleaner, kind of jet age styling. One interesting tidbit that is often shared about these cars is the fact that they were actually illegal in some states without roof clearance lights because of the width of the cars. I think the cars are about 81 inches wide. Most governments said that they agreed with Ford to look the other way if Ford promised to narrow it up a bit for the 61 model year, which they did. So again, this is a one-year only car as far as the styling, which many cars in that era were. Hope to bring you some more content on this car soon. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.